This is the War Brief Daily for May 21st, covering the Russia-Ukraine theater. Tonight we are tracking 4 confirmed developments. A NATO fighter jet shooting down a Ukrainian drone over Estonia, a deep strike on Russia's largest Central Federal District oil refinery, Russian strategic nuclear exercises concluding today, and a Reuters-confirmed report that Russian soldiers trained in China are now fighting in Ukraine. First, a Romanian F-16 under NATO's Baltic air policing mission shot down a Ukrainian strike drone over southern Estonia. Confirmed by NATO, Estonia's Ministry of Defense, AP, Reuters, and Ukraine's own foreign ministry, which formally apologized. What happened next is the story. Russia's SVR Foreign Intelligence Service issued a claim the same day, before any investigation concluded, accusing Ukraine of planning drone attacks on Russia from Baltic NATO territory and threatening just retribution. ISW flagged this as deliberate disinformation, sequenced to exploit the incident in real time. This is the playbook. Russia uses electronic warfare to redirect Ukrainian drones into NATO airspace, then immediately weaponizes the incident against alliance cohesion. Watch for a NATO rule of engagement review in the Baltic air policing mission. Second, Ukrainian strike drones hit the Yaroslavl region, roughly 700 kilometers from Ukraine's border and 230 kilometers northeast of Moscow. The target? The Slavneft refinery, the largest oil processing facility in Russia's entire Central Federal District, jointly owned by Rosneft and Gazprom Neft. The Yaroslavl governor confirmed the strike. Geolocated fire footage verified by OSINT analysts. This is not an isolated hit. Mapping alongside recent Ukrainian strikes on the Moscow refinery, Sheremetyevo area infrastructure, and fuel pipeline stations, this is a systematic campaign targeting Russia's military fuel supply chain at depth. Analysts assess cumulative damage is now outpacing Russia's repair capacity. Third, Russia's multi-force strategic nuclear readiness exercises ran May 19 through today, May 21st, confirmed by the Russian Ministry of Defense. Participating forces included the Strategic Missile Forces, Northern and Pacific Fleets, long-range aviation, and 2 military districts, with live ballistic and cruise missile launches conducted inside Russian territory. The exercises were announced while Putin was in Beijing visiting Xi Jinping. ISW assesses this as nuclear theater, a recurring posturing tool Russia has deployed since 2022, consistently timed to diplomatic events or battlefield setbacks. Not a genuine escalation signal. The exercises conclude today. Watch whether the US or NATO issues a formal public response. Fourth, Russian forces conducted overnight drone and missile strikes across Kharkiv, Kryvyi Rih, Dnipro, Izmail, and Pryluki. In Pryluki, a ballistic missile struck the city's center, causing casualties, confirmed by Ukrainian regional officials via official channels. On the Lyman axis, a Ukrainian officer confirmed a significant surge in Russian Molniya-2 drone use alongside dedicated close assault infantry, including trained former prisoners, intensifying pressure on a secondary offensive axis. And the most significant story of this cycle, Reuters has confirmed that Russian soldiers covertly trained in China are now actively fighting in Ukraine. The headline is confirmed. Scale and unit specializations are still emerging. Watch next. NATO's rule of engagement response to the Estonia incident. The full scope of the China-Russia military training pipeline. Whether the Yaroslavl strike is the first hit in a coordinated wave. And any formal US or NATO statement on Russia's nuclear exercises now that they have concluded. That's your War Brief Daily for May 21st.